Well, before we get going with this, one of the things that made me smile most in the build-up to this was Akonne Wanliss wanting to give a big shout-out to his neighbour Pete, who was his only sparring partner during lockdown. Good on you, Pete. I'm sure you're watching. I'm sure you're relieved that's over as well. Quite a chore. Keeps you busy, though, sparring with Akonne Wanliss, but I hope you're doing well. So Wanliss in the red gloves. Davis will look to be on the back foot in the blue. Clash of styles and clash of real quality as well.
Wanliss already starting to try to chase him down, get a hold of him. Davis is so elusive, though. He's got the perfect rear view mirror for MMA. He knows exactly when he's about to run out of space, know when to cut out of there and avoid getting tied up. He can kick at a lot of different distances as well. If Wanliss can shut that down, that would be the first step to success.
Hard to hit. His 3 defeats have all been by decision. His last 3 wins by unanimous decision as well, but Wanliss has closed that gap and now is applying the pressure.
The battle here is for the pummel right now. You can hear the corners both calling about it. Elbows tight. Alfie, though, able to get, it looks like double underhooks here, and that's helped him reverse position. Very good. This is important. Now he wants to disconnect. Wanliss obviously wants to hold on, which is where the overhook is on the right-hand side. This is the chess match right here, because for sure there's a lot of tape out there already on guys like Alfie Davis. You already know what he's going to do. You already know he doesn't want to be here. You already know that he doesn't lose rounds when he's able to do the dance and outpoint you. And Akonne Wanliss has to come up with an answer for that. So right now, he's on that path.
Great short elbow there from Alfie Davis, just to remind Wanliss that he's got some power too. Famous axe kick, much watched against Nick Baker in a kickboxing event, hence the nickname. Knee there from Davis this time.
Wanliss just peppering away here at the base. That's also a good technique because Alfie Davis thrives on mobility. If you can slow his movement down, and you know, you've got to in the back of your head be ready for this fight to go into the later rounds. Davis is a tough customer. He's never been stopped, as you said, Dave, so that's also another thing that they will have prepared for and thought about.
Yeah, he's elusive, but he's going to need to be really elusive for 15 minutes here.
This is another big question I had about this fight is Wanliss is not at a reach disadvantage. He's not going to be in a position where he cannot have the ability to fight competently on the outside. Now, it's not to say that, you know, if you don't have a reach advantage, you can't fight on the outside, but it certainly helps. So we're seeing here if he can already pose some threats to Alfie Davis.
A little smile on the face of Davis. He's a clever fighter. Great balance.
Yeah, where's the jab? I agree. He should be spamming that right now. Open stance. Southpaw plays orthodox. Davis going with the rear toe kick, the snap kick to the midsection. That's a really good technique. Comes out quick, comes back quick. More difficult to catch and counter, like a round kick, for example. Again deployed. Very good. That landed a little bit more cleanly. And for a third time.
Real thinker, of course. Alfie Davis is a teacher. Been teaching online during lockdown.
And now he swapped it up. Throw it 3 times, set a pattern, make the guy think it's going to come again, and then whip it upstairs. Now dig to the body. Now he's starting to get his game going. I talked about the kicking game in the beginning part of this round. Now you're starting to see it unfold here.
Great combination as well to follow from Davis.
Exactly, yeah, you stole the words out of my mouth. I mean, leading with the kicks and following with the punches, that's something he can get away with. And Wanliss not gun shy, but backing off a little bit more, or a little less hesitant to come straight in.
Cage IQ of Alfie Davis might just have won him this opening round. It's funny, he's often criticised Davis for fighting on the back foot and picking apart a sort of perceived weaker opponent, but he won't be criticised for this, because this is really clever. It's the way to do it against Wanliss so far, of course.
Absolutely. So part of the story from the first round was Wanliss was able to find a way to tie him up, but he couldn't keep him there. That was a good right hand, though, from Wanliss. He caught Davis circling straight into the power. Now, Davis does this sometimes. He can circle into the strong side because he's just so confident in his footwork and his head movement. See there the way he throws the left and moves his head off the center line while throwing. He's just such an aware guy. He can get away with things like that. But Wanliss did catch it. Yeah, there we go. He's reaching for the right again. He did catch him with the right.
He's going to have to remain elusive. Feels like one of those fights in which Wanliss only needs to get it right once. Davis needs to be pitch perfect all the way through.
Beautiful right. Excellent. Again, firing it right down between the guard. Davis has kind of got his guard down at times, and that's that hands low approach, you know. You'll see it from MVP, his teammate, and it's good, but he's got to be really careful against Wanliss because he cannot take for granted the things he's often able to do against guys, against a very athletic and powerful dude at 155 in Wanliss.
Where are the kicks gone for now? Davis fighting a slightly different fight here in round two, and it looks a dangerous one. He's having some success, but potentially vulnerable as well.
Yeah, two things are happening here. Number one, he's been on the back foot a little bit more frequently, and number two, he's had the ring cut a little bit more effectively from Wanliss. Now that's changed. Now back in space, he can weave chaos. Going 360 on that wheel kick. Now the tables have turned. This is exactly like the last round. After a couple of minutes for Wanliss, Davis got back to it. Let's see if the pattern continues.
Lovely languid style from Davis when he gets into that rhythm.
That was good. Davis was looking for that kind of looping left a few times. It's risky to really commit to it, but it found its mark a couple of times there. Previously, he didn't came up a little short on it. Now that was better work. But here, now backing off is when Wanliss is at his best. If Davis doesn't have space to move and maneuver, he's a much less effective fighter. And there we go. That's the X factor between these two. It always was going to be. If Wanliss could do it, I think he would have. I wouldn't have guessed that Davis would go to it, but hey, this is the MMA game.
Certainly surprising. 90 seconds remaining, just over anyway in round two. Very tight contest so far.
That's the best time to do it, though. You shift gears when your opponent isn't quite expecting it, and Davis got a really clean takedown. Can catch a breather here and can maybe open something up. Wanliss now opening up his guard. Difficult to play guard when you're stuck up against the cage like this, but we'll see what he can do with it.
I can hear Josh Thompson screaming at me. He can't just be in that position and not do anything. He has to work in that position, Alfie Davis.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's going to look for something here, maybe to open up a pass. Right now, he's just controlling with the collar tie. He maybe used the can opener to open up the guard and posture. That's, I think, what he was looking to do. Wanliss able to recover full guard. Alfie staying just busy enough to keep it here, though, for the moment.
Final seconds then of this second round. It's every bit as good a match as we would have hoped. but Wanliss is going to need a big final round here. Blood to the nose of Wanliss. Davis with a flurry to finish round 2. Huge Star Wars fan, believes in the Jedi philosophy, likes to throw lightsabers. He said one of those would put Alfie Davis's lights out. Well, he hasn't managed to land one, not cleanly so far.
Davis thinking about that takedown, but the most effective shots so far were that left kick to the body and then the left. He loads up the power. There, he did it again. He actually kicks from the southpaw stance to load up that punch.
Straight left hand there from Davis. He's starting to time his shots really well, and he's judging the distance superbly as well. Right on cue, he swings and misses.
Yeah, but he's got to put enough out there in the headlights for Wanliss to open up those shots, right? You can't just throw everything and just expect it to land. You've got to be able to get a reaction. You got to make a guy back off or freeze or think, all right, what am I doing here? And then he gets caught. You need to overload not only the physical side of things of the fight game, but the mental things too. And that's the thing that makes Alfie Davis so good. Guys just can't keep up with what he's doing. And I think even the takedowns contributed to that, because then there's some uncertainty if you're Akonne Wanliss about what you got to do to get a hold of the guy. I want to see more leg kicks from Wanliss. I mean, he should be blasting that leg. There we go. But there wasn't a lot in it. I think he's tired at this point, to be honest with you.
I'm with you. Kick to the head from Davis. What has Wanliss got left? Davis is just starting to show off a bit here as well, and drops him with the left. This has been exceptional from Alfie Davis.
Excellent connection there from Alfie Davis, and very smart, I think, to go to the ground. He's had to be really smart about his energy use. Wanliss is a scary dude to be in there. He's big, he's physical, he's athletic. Alfie had to be ready for 3 hard rounds in this matchup.
Well, he said he wanted to show tonight that he's the most exciting and skilled lightweight in the world, and not sure about that, but he's certainly exciting and he's certainly skilled.
Looking for the crossface there a moment ago with the shoulder pressure to open up the pass. Getting the knee slice. This is massive. More than 2 minutes here. Alfie Davis is in side control, and he cut out of that guard like a hot knife through butter. Beautiful.
Final 2 minutes. Can Wanliss make something happen from this position now?
Alfie breaking the posture, pulling him in, using the butterfly hooks here. Let's see what he does. He may try to rock him and sit up to his butt. I think he's going to be tough to sweep him, but I might be wrong. Yep, he was thinking about it. Let's see what he can do. Wanliss is fighting that, has cleared Alfie's right leg. Trying to pry himself a little bit deeper here. Now Alfie's gone to double unders. Hiding his face, trying to disallow anything meaningful from this position. Wanliss is tired at this point. I mean, for sure, both guys are feeling the pace of this fight.
But it's Wanliss who needs to make something happen, because our feeling anyway is that from now on in, neutral wins Davis the fight. If nothing happens, it might be enough for Alfie.
I agree. He's thinking about the butterfly sweep. Can he get it? Nope. Oh, Wanliss with a short left there. Davis concedes and goes to his back. Maybe looking for a Toriando pass here. Oh, look at that. Lumberjack sweep there from Alfie Davis. Beautiful. Excellent, excellent timing from Alfie Davis. I mean, nearly 15 minutes into this fight to be able to pull that off and get back up to his feet. Excellent. That's not by chance. That's by design, hard work, and training. I love seeing guys be able to do that.
Now Davis can dance, can get on that back foot. He thought about the Spinning back kick there, but thought better of it. If he stays mistake-free, he's surely gonna get a huge win here. Wanliss trying to finish on the front foot. Davis with his hand in the air. It has been a masterclass from Alfie Davis. And it was every bit as intriguing and dramatic as we hoped it would be.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Todd Anderson brings both the fighters together. I have the judges' score totals. Judge Douglas Crosby, 30-26. Both judges, Salvatore D'Amato and Jaron Vallel, 30-27. All for the winner by unanimous decision from North London, Alfie the Axeman Davis.
He got it unanimously and then some. Alfie Davis moves to 14-3. We thought it would be tight. It was dominant and brilliant, and it moves him on back to the drawing board for Akonne Wanliss.